Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome. If this is your first time of stopping by, I say welcome. Please consider subscribing to my channel. To my old subscribers, I say thank you very much. So in today's video, we'll be making this lovely style for our princesses, and the style is inspired by the corset trending style now. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you at the end of the video. So for this style, I'll be cutting my front bodies. I'll be folding my fabric into four. I'll be using one to turn the other one inside out. That's why the fabric is into four. And I'm starting by marking out the label on my Ankara fabric, and then I'll go ahead to take my measurement. My half length is 11 inches plus 1 inch allowance. Okay, this style is for a 5 to 6 year old girl princess. So I went ahead to connect my line, and the next thing I'm going to do is to mark my shoulder to shoulder measurement, which is 6 inches. I'm not going to add any allowance to it, and then same 6 inches is what I'm going to go down with for my armhole depth. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to mark my neck measurement, and for my neckline I did 3 inches width and 2.5 inches, 3 inches width and 2.5 inches depth. 3 inches, sorry, 3 inches depth and 3 inches width, 3 by 3, because I wanted the neckline to be open as much as I can. And then for the neckline and for the shoulder, since I don't want the shoulder to start at the shoulder per se, I'm going to go ahead and reduce the shoulder and create a new shoulder for this. And for that, I went in by 1 inch to create my new shoulder, and from that new one is what I'm going to make a curve for my armhole depth, and also made a curve for my neckline. Then I'm going to go ahead and start my bust measurement, which is 25 divided by 4, and also the same measurement for my waist, since I'm going to be adding extra allowance to the waist, which you are going to see afterward. And then for my shoulder slope, I went down by 1 inch and I connected it to the neckline. And that's all for the front bodies. If you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my videos to family and friends, and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do not leave today without subscribing. And the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out the flare for the down. Okay, the flare, I wanted it to be a 360, but cutting a 360, the length is not going to be up to the length, so I'm going to cut 120 into 2, making it a 360. And for this, I'm using 11 inches to cut out the waistline. It is going to have extra allowance because of the design at the back, or because of the idea at the back. Then from that 11 inches, I'm going to insert my length plus inches for joining and for folding. So the next thing I did is to take the first one I cut and then folded my fabric into triangular form as well, and then place it on top of it to cut out the second flare. So after I was done cutting onto the tutorial, so this is just what I'm going to use to serve as the back bodies or insert a elastic band, because this is not going to have a zip, and so I'm going to stitch it just the way I showed you. And this is also for the rope at the back, and then for the loop, I'm going to fold it and then stitch it all the way from where it starts to where it from where it starts to where it ends. And then for the bodice, I reduced the 2 inches allowance I added to the bodice, and I was left with only 1 inch, 1 inch on both side. So I'm going to mark my measurement, and then the remaining 2 inches I'm going to share it 1 inch on each side. So this is it. I'm going to mark my 1 inch all the way down, and for the loop I cut out about 2.5 inches, about 2 inches. You can do this as long as you want or as short as you want. So I'm going to place this into my bodice as I'm stitching it down. You can use your pin to hold it down, or you can put it in as you are stitching. So I'm going to stitch from one end of the body all the way to the shoulder, to the neckline, to the shoulder, to the other, through the armhole to the other neckline. And this is it. After I was done stitching, I went ahead to make a notch on the armhole and also at the neckline, and then I'm going to turn it inside out. So the next thing I'm going to do is to turn the one for the elastic band that will be at the back, also turn it inside out. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my elastic. I'm going to stitch it at the two ends. And for this elastic, my measurement is more of half measurement of the back bodies, or a little bit above the half measurements. So this is my flare. I'm going to go ahead and attach it to my bodice, and remember this flare has excess allowance. So for the front one, I'm going to plait it into the front bodice, and then this is the back one. Since it's not going to have a zip, so this will help whoever that wants to wear it to be able to wear it. So I'm going to just stretch out that one with elastic and attach it to the back flare. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And this is it after I was done attaching it. So I'm going to place the two bodies together, front facing front, and then stitch from the waistline to where it ends, and I'll do the same thing for the other side. Then next thing I'm going to do is to turn in the rough edges, and then this is it after I was done stitching it down. And because we've already turned where we have our loop, turning it again is going to make the loop to go inside. So I'm going to just go ahead and stitch it on top of it so that it's going to be outside. So for our ropes, I'm going to go ahead and attach one of it to the one side of the shoulder, and then the other one at the other shoulder. And this is it after attaching it. And because this is a child's dress, I'll advise you stitch this down as much as you can, because it can easily pull out of the shoulder place. And this is it after I was done stitching down. It's looking beautiful, especially for this hot weather we are in Nigeria. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and I'm sorry for the dark clip at the end of the video or at the beginning of the video. We are having light issues, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.